Hello everyone, welcome to the Cursing Christian. So this video I'm going to share a travel tip for if you're taking a road trip for a way to do a inexpensive and fun pit stop. Before I start, please like the video, comment, share it with everyone, do all that fun stuff. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, can you please subscribe and hit the notifications because I never really know when I'm going to post things. Now, I know most people, when they take road trips, they drive for, a couple hours. All of a sudden, they have to get gas or whatever. They stop. Usually they'll get gas and usually hit like a restaurant or something. Maybe once in a while they'll hit a park, which is fine. But I never understood the whole point of you've sat in a car for couple hours. Now you're going to go sit at a restaurant for a few hours, and then you're going to go back and you're going to sit in your car for a few hours. Like, you're not really moving, except for the walk from the car to the restaurant. So the thing that I like to do is before I go, I usually try to figure out what exactly is right around, 3-4 hours. I know my gas is going to run out. And then I look at local parks, and usually if it's summertime, and I will say that these videos are kind of older. One is from when we went to Disney. That was, I think, in like 2016. And one other one is when we were going to Missouri. So that was in 2020. I can't take a road trip right now just to take one just to do this video. So you're seeing a little bit of like nostalgic with that. Okay, so I look, I know how much my gas usually is. I usually go about 50 under that, and I just kind of gauge. So I'll look up some parks in the area. When I usually look up the parks, I usually look up community pools as well. A lot of towns, more in the south, I think the two that we went to, one was in, I think, Virginia, one was in, I think, West Virginia, actually. So it's probably not in every state, but you can look. You look for community pools, rather. These pools are usually very inexpensive. Maybe at most, I think we've paid for all four of us to go swimming. It was like $25 because we weren't residents, not per person, for everybody. So I pack a lunch. If you haven't packed a lunch, you can usually stop at some kind of like convenience store. Even stop at like McDonald's, grab everybody like some Happy Meals. Go to a community pool. Have like bathing suits and everything in the car. They usually have showers and stuff for afterwards, so nobody's like all like chlorinated and everything. But it's a really great way. You go, the kids tell them like, hey, we're gonna like swim for like an hour and a half, whichever is good for you, and then afterwards we're gonna have like a picnic lunch, and then we're gonna get back on the road. And why I really enjoy this is, first of all, I get to kind of relax. I get to just kind of like hang out in the pool. Sometimes like, I'll set up like on the grass at the playground while the kids are playing in the pool. The kids enjoy it. They're getting their muscles moving. I'm kind of like relaxing. Also, muscles moving, after being in the car and driving, and, like the ass kind of hurting a little bit from like sitting in that seat for so long. Then you have lunch, you get changed. The changing rooms. You get changed to head back on the road. The kids have had a little bit of like, it kind of chills the kids out a little bit. Just even that hour, just being in the pool and swimming and being out and getting that vitamin D from the sun and everything. So the kids are kind of chilled. You've had a chance to move your muscles and everything. You've eaten, it's probably cheaper than if you would have went out to, the local little restaurant or whatever. So that is my travel tip. When you go on a road trip, look up ahead of time at just like, community pools, parks in the area. Be like, hey, we're going to make this our pit stop. I usually try to make it within like maybe like 10-15 minutes of like the freeway, the expressway, whatever road that we're on. So I make it within like that 10-15 minutes from there. So it's not a huge off the beaten path thing, and just have fun. It's part of it's your road trip. Usually it's like the first leg that we do this. So like our trip is just starting, we want to get there, but we need a little break. So that is my advice to you. And if you are, traveling, because spring break I know is coming up. And as you're going into the more warmer states, they might have pools that are already opened. I'm not sure. But when you travel, have a happy and safe traveling. All right. I'll see you later. Bye bye.